What is up, breath of fresh air? I know it's been a couple of days since I've been on here, but I've got a lot to go over, and actually turned out to be a pretty interesting week in the world of sports. I know I was supposed to give y'all a reaction video, and I was actually going to do that, but like I said, a lot of stuff has happened in sports, and I feel it's kind of more of a relevant than a reaction video right now. So, without further ado, my name is Patrick, and I will be your host for today. Wild world of sports. Let's just go ahead and get all sports in there. You under the microscope. Let's get it. So I'm going to start with the sports that is currently active, and baseball. It's quite crazy. Me and Charles talked on our last webcast that kind of feel that baseball is probably going to cancel the season. Well, Manfred is saying no, they are going to play, and the players need to be better. I guess that is just right out saying, look, if y'all want to play, you want to play baseball, y'all want to make some money, do your part. Wash your hands, clean your face, wipe your butt, whatever it's got to take, man. Do what you got to do, because y'all playing, and that's it. And if I don't know, I mean, the only way I see that actually really playing out, I guess, is teams like if you get hit with the coronavirus and you can't play, looks like you lose the day. You lose the game, and they're moving on, and that is that. I don't know too much how that's going to play out, but it's kind of interesting that Manfred is coming out saying that no, baseball is going to play. We're not quitters. We're going to play, and players got to be better. It is what it is. If you want to play, do the right things to make sure you can play and make that money. Basketball. This is an interesting. There's not really much going on in basketball. They're all playing, I think, in Orlando right now, and it's actually going pretty good. There's a few people in the stands. They are practicing social distancing, but doesn't seem like any players are going down right now, so it looks like the bubble is working. Kind of interesting. So yeah, we'll keep tabs on basketball and see how it goes. Football. NFL. We'll go with the NFL first because I want to get that out of the way. NFL. They are moving the opt-out deadline up, and the opt-out deadline is where players don't feel like they are feeling comfortable with playing. They can opt out of the season and they don't have to play. I did read that if you do opt out for the season, you do not get to come back unless they change that rule. You don't get to come out for the season halfway through, and you don't get paid. So you opt out, no pay. So we'll see how that works, because there's a lot of guaranteed money out there, and I guess if you got guaranteed money, I guess you're good. I mean, you have to, if there's a season and there's guaranteed money, teams have to pay it. So we'll see how that goes. But the interesting thing is what's coming out of the college football, and this is what interests me the most, and one of the bigger reasons why I stopped the reaction video and went to this is because the latest news is the Pac-12 is threatening to opt out of the season. And I thought that was pretty interesting when they really was pushing to try to get a season open for them so they can play their 10 games, stay in conference, work their little bubble that almost all the college is going to do, which is kind of, in a lot of ways, it's kind of depressing. I wish like the SEC and the ACC, since they're really close and there's not really a lot of traveling for those last games that everybody has to do, like Florida and Florida State, Georgia and Georgia Tech. I wish they would still play those games since they are same in state. But man, this. I'll get on that in just a second. Pac-12. Look, I know there's a lot of safety issues and racial issues with them wanting to opt out of the season, and they want to make sure that player safety is an ordeal. And honestly, at this point, I don't think player safety is not a concern for anybody. I mean, you know, they're already talking about staying in conference with all their games. Yeah, there's a lot of, let's call it what it is, a lot of BS that's going on out there with skin color, which I never really understood. I don't know why this is even an issue with the Pac-12. I guess they're, I mean, it's not like they're going to win a championship anytime soon, but I get it. They got to do player safety, but I don't know. I think at this point, no matter what the situation is, at this point, player safety is number one on the list. Well, we'll say number two because the NCAA is very corrupt and they probably want their money. So money is number one, and then player safety is number two. Yeah, I said it. I don't care. I would have to say that I think this is just Pac-12 wanting some attention, I guess. I don't know. I don't see the point in threatening to opt out of a season when you know that player safety is going to be a major concern. Anyway, next thing I wanted to talk about in college football was the out-of-conference games for the SEC and the ACC, and they've always been huge games, huge money makers. I mean, Georgia and Georgia Tech, man, I think that started in like 1924. This is the first time since 1924 that these two teams are not meeting. Florida State. This is the first time since like 1930 something, late 1920s, early 1930s, I think, that Florida State. And y'all can check me on that. Leave the comments down below. You can check me on Florida State. But I think this is the first time that they haven't seen each other. They're not going to see each other on the field, which I think personally, that these two right here, like SEC and the ACC, I feel that there should be 9 conference games for each of them, and then they get to play what I call their Civil War games with Georgia Tech, Florida State, and then the rest of them, I think, like Alabama and Auburn play in there. Oh God, Missouri and Texas A&M, and the list goes on. But I think those games should be played. Those are, and I get it. I know that the teams are like, well, no, we're just going to stay in conference. But this is like the two conferences practically live in the same zone. I mean, it's not like we're coming out of a bubble. You're still in your bubble. You're still doing those things. Georgia and Georgia Tech, I mean, you're probably going to play this game and then play this game and then go party together. I mean, Florida State, they do the same thing. Tennessee and Louisville do the same thing. Or Kentucky and Louisville, whichever one it is. But, I mean, I don't see why they couldn't do those games. Well, anyway, that's what I'm breathing on. And if y'all have any comments or feedbacks, please drop them down below. And you know what you always got to do before you leave. Smash that subscribe button. Let us know what we're doing, good, bad, ugly. It don't matter. And until next time, we'll see you next week.